do some 3D scanning today. Yeah, let's get to it.
Yeah, so unfortunately I lost a good bit of footage from today. I already got a new camera on the way, so hopefully this doesn't happen again, but came in today specifically to 3D scan this panel so I can redesign it in CAD. So the original plans for the Glasair 3 flat panel are sort of lost to time. Trust me, I looked. They only exist as paper templates that you get with the kit. Since this panel has so many complex curves, and I want to minimize the amount of time I spent sanding and testing fitment, I just decided to 3D scan it with my Einstar scanner. Although first, we need to tape up the reflective surfaces, and back to the video.
Okay, now, I know this looks a little bit ridiculous, but believe it or not, this is actually pretty good. This covers pretty much all of the reflective surfaces. And the reason you don't want reflective surfaces is because this little scanner here, it actually has cameras on it and infrared LEDs that it uses to make the point cloud. And if you have reflective surfaces, essentially instead of a result coming back to the camera, it goes off somewhere else and it might bounce back in and sort of confuses the scanning system. So even though this looks a little bit ridiculous, this is actually a really great setup to make sure that we're not getting any reflections, messing anything up. So yeah, we're gonna start scanning soon. I have the software here running on my laptop, and then this is gonna connect to my laptop, and then we'll do all the scanning and all that fun stuff. Now we've got it all wired up, and we're gonna hit new project group. I'm gonna name this N23P panel, and then we'll hit confirm, and we can start our scanning. What we're also going to do here is take these little markers, sort of place them flat along the plane what we want to record, just to make sure it doesn't slip up. We got dots all over the place. You can sort of see how they're reflective. This will help it pick up the surface we're trying to capture. Could do it to be cool, but we don't need to scan the texture. We just need to scan the dimensions, so it doesn't really matter. We don't need to store that data. We'll confirm. And essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we gotta hold it like this, and we'll hit the start button and then it'll start recording, but I can't hold it and do it, so I'll show you guys the output because it's a little bit cooler in my opinion. We can adjust the distance a little bit more too to show us everything we need to see. And you see these markers here that it's picking up? It's part of the preview. Yeah, we can go through and start scanning this whole thing. And then we hit another one, and it'll start recording the data that we get. And we really make sure we want to get all these tiny little screws. Everything. And then I'll start scanning from the other side too, but we definitely want to get everything here as well. Very slowly. So I'll show you guys what I'm doing. I'll show you guys what I'm doing with my hands here. So we're just going through. You can see the result there as I move around. Just sort of slowly scanning everything, trying to get every single possible angle so we can get the most accurate dimensions. Now we're gonna just record the other side and I'll show you guys the result. So I have the finished model here. You can see all the trackers and markers. And then we're just going to bring this into CAD so I can trace everything. And I am actually gonna get out of here because I accomplished what I wanted to for today. And just gotta take it step by step. One thing at a time.
I also wanted to take the time to show you guys what I did when I got home. So essentially there's this Shining 3D software that lets you do a bunch of post-processing stuff like alignment, optimization, like deleting of certain parts of the mesh that you don't need. But I actually ended up exporting all of this out into this open source software called Cloud Compare. And what that actually let me do is do some cleanup and some fancy magic to sort of export it into a format that AutoCAD can process. And yes, I did spend many hours sort of pulling my hair over figuring out why I could not get what I needed to into CAD. But anyways, I did end up figuring it out. And once I have it into CAD, I can actually start doing my actual panel redesign, which I will definitely show you guys a bit more about maybe in a future episode.